Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good morning, good night, whatever time of day it is that you are watching this video. I am just grateful that you clicked on this video and you are now watching. So, let me introduce myself. I am Carol, your health, wellness, and life coach, and this is Carol's Coaching Corner. Welcome to another Motivational Monday video. So today's video is somewhat different than what I usually do. And that is because I had a thought very, very early this morning, about 4 a.m. I was laying in the bed and I kept thinking about the word motivation. And the more I thought about it as things ran through my mind, I came to the thought that sometimes we can't be motivated because we are not in the right environment. Our space does not afford us the ability to be motivated because we're surrounded by so much negativity or things that don't have us feeling good about ourselves. So I decided to focus on our space and the environment that you spend a lot of your time in. So today, I want you to do a quick exercise with me. And we're going to get started. I'm going to try to keep this video as short as possible, but I think that it's important that we get to feel out what our environment is and get to look at things on a conscious level, to be more aware of how certain things are affecting us. Because if we don't take the time to stop sometimes and reassess, then we sometimes continue to be stagnant in a lot of areas. So, what I want you to do, because I know when we're talking about your environment and your space, you are probably in that very space right now, the space that you do everything in. You watch videos in that room, you probably read in that room, you look at TV in that room. So, more than likely, we're in that space right now. And that space could be your bedroom, your office, your car, your place of work. It could be anywhere. It could be your kitchen, wherever you spend a lot of time at, and where the place that you most often come up with ideas and thoughts. That is probably the space that we are going to be looking at today. It could be your entire home for all I know. I don't know, but you know what that space is, and you will soon realize why or why not things get done sometimes more than others. So the first thing we're gonna do, I want you to step on out that room. Come on, get on up, and let's take a step outside of that space. And I'm gonna give you a minute to do that. Let's get our last look around at things as they are, and let's take a walk outside of this space. So now that you are outside of that space, I want you to take a deep breath. I am not going to have you doing anything crazy. So don't worry. Don't say, well, what is it that this crazy lady has me doing? This should be pretty fun. So now that you are outside of that space, make sure your path is clear from where you are to that space. And I want you to close your eyes. Now that your eyes are closed, I want you to take a deep breath in. And now let that breath out. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out. Now I want you to slowly walk into that space with your eyes remaining closed. And I now want you to be conscious of the smell of the room. Be conscious of the air in that room. Is it stuffy? Is it clear? What does it smell like? And now I want you to think about how you feel once you have entered that space. Do you feel happy? Do you feel rejuvenated, excited, drained, sad? How do you feel? And now that we've gone through all of these different things to get the sense of the smell, the feel, the air, now I want you to open your eyes. And now that you have opened your eyes, I want you to look around that room. I want you to get a good look at that room. Try to take in every object in that room. And now that you have done that, I want you to look around and I want you to think about some of the objects that you see. And I want you to, when this video is over, I want you to take a look at each object and then ask yourself, how does that object make you feel? And what feelings do you have when you're around that object? Because you see, sometimes we may decorate a room and we don't change anything in that room for years. And what you have to remember is that usually when we're in a certain space and we're decorating and doing things based on where we're at that given time, how we're feeling at that given time. If you were in a happy marriage at the time you picked up that furniture and now you're divorced, obviously you're going to feel a different way about that furniture. There may be a picture that you were absolutely in love with 10 years ago, and now you look at that picture and you're like, what was it that made me purchase this? So we have to be willing to change things and remove things out of our space that are no longer serving us well. If it doesn't make you feel good, then maybe it doesn't need to be there. So once you have looked at those things and decided what it is you're going to remove from the space, we're looking pretty good. We're looking pretty good. However, we now need to think about, what are we going to replace those objects with? Do we need to replace those objects with anything? Because some of us realize that our lives are pretty cluttered. So some of us are at a point where we just want to get rid of things and we don't want to replace them. We want to simplify things so that we can breathe easier. But if you have some things that you would like to put in that space, I want you to think about items that make you feel good, items that can change your mood from bad to good. If there's a picture that you took when you were on vacation and you were lounging on the beach, and that picture makes you smile when you look at it, blow that bad boy up and put it right in that space so you can see it each and every time you enter that space. Remember, we just want things in our space that we feel really good about and we have a positive connection to. Which brings me to something that we cannot see, and that is the air in our environment. We know that it exists, but we often don't think about it. So I want you to try to get in the habit, if it's possible, to open up your windows each day and let some good, fresh air into your space. And if this isn't something that's possible, then invest in an air purifier so that you can clean the air that you in the space that you are in. Because you see, when we have clean air, we breathe better. When we breathe better, we think better. So we want to make sure that we have clean air to breathe in. And so another thing that we can't see, but we can absolutely smell, are the different fragrances and scents that are around us. Now, some people prefer to do incense, and if you're into incense, sage is a wonderful thing to burn because it helps to cleanse the energy in your space. But if you're not into burning any incense or anything of that sort, then look into essential oils. Essential oils are very good for shifting your mood and enhancing certain mindsets that you have at any given time. So if you're looking for a calming effect in your space, you can use essential oils such as frankincense, myrrh, chamomile, lavender. Those are some scents that bring tranquility and calm to your space. If you are looking to rejuvenate your spirit and clarify things and feel a little creative, then you can use oils such as peppermint oil, tea tree oil, orange uh, oils, also lemongrass. So those are some oils that will help to stimulate your mind a little better. So I know you get what I'm saying, that there are certain fragrances, there are certain candles that you burn that really make you feel good. You walk into the space and you're like, yummy, and it puts you in a really good mood. So we'll think about adding some really good scents or fragrances to the space that we are going to be spending most of our time in. So we uh, also want to think about going back to the air in your space. Plants in your space is such a wonderful addition. They represent life itself. So if you can, or if you are really good at taking care of plants, get yourself some greenery and place it in your space, and you will automatically feel a sense of revival. Plants are excellent for that. And guess what? If you're really not um, into caring for plants, or you don't have the time, or you don't have a green thumb, get yourself an artificial plant and put it in the corner, and that will enhance your mood as well. But what I want you to do is to really think about what you want your space to feel like. Do you want your space to feel calm? Do you want it to feel happy? Do you want to feel exuberant when you come into that space? How do you want to feel? And once you decide how you want to feel, do you want to feel motivated? You want to feel creative? How do you want to feel when you get in that space? Once you decide how you want to feel, then you can start to create that feeling in your space. Colors are important in your space, and sometimes we don't have the ability to paint walls over. So add some real touches. Uh, Also, if you think in terms of textures, certain textures make us feel really good, cozy. Whatever it is you're going for, if you want something satiny or velvety or for fur, whatever it is that makes you feel good, go in, throw some pillows in there, get yourself a throw blanket that you can grab and feel on that texture. But there's so many ways to incorporate things that make you feel good into your environment and into your space. But last, but absolutely not the least, is the people. Be very careful about the people that you bring into your environment and into your space. Think about how you feel when this person is around you. Do they drain you of your energy? Do you feel really happy? Do they motivate you? Is this person toxic? If you have someone in your space and they are not a good fit, they don't help you at all, they are negative energy around you, then try to have that person in your space as less as you possibly can. So, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to get on out of your space so that you can start to create the space that you deserve to have. So, guys, I hope that this video has been helpful in helping you to create a space that will help you to become motivated. So, I hope that I have motivated you to create the space that you desire. So, guys, I'm going to end this video on that note. Please, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please feel free to subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell so that you will be notified each and every time that I go online. And also remember, if you can dream about it, you damn sure can be about it. I'll see you on the next video.